As is often the case with questions involving exponents, it's really just about memorization. If we had a calculator, we could probably figure it out by arithmetizing, but when we don't, exponents just create like really weird situations, especially when we have fractional exponents. And you really wouldn't be able to arithmetize unless you had already memorized the rule anyway. And so this is hard if you don't know the rule, but if you do, it's really easy. Basically, the answer is going to be D. So let me just use this as an opportunity to go over the rules. So if we have a fractional exponent, so let me just copy down what they have and make it really big. If we have a fractional exponent, we have two components, okay? The top is basically just an exponent, okay? It's just kind of doing what exponents normally do. But the bottom is going to be the value of the root, okay? And so basically when we have a fractional exponent, it's two pieces in one. It's a normal exponent and a hidden radical, okay? So we need to convert that, and that's exactly what we did here, right? I turned this into a new value, so it became a squared and then the cubed root. So what happened, right? The root is now here. It's outside in the radical. And the exponent stayed kind of like an exponent, right? It's underneath the radical. Mathematically, that doesn't really matter that much, but there it is. It's underneath. We usually write it that way, and so it's really just about moving things around. You have to memorize this. This could easily come up on the test. I will say, though, that we kind of need to be aware of how this works in certain weird situations. This is the way that most people learn it, is this overall thing, but I just want to give you an example. Yeah, let's use a number here. So let me go kind of away here and just say, okay, if I had 9 to the 1/2, 1/2 is, maybe our first entry into this idea of radicals and exponents kind of being the same thing. So according to the rule that I just used, right, what's going on here? Well, the exponent is 1, and the root is 2. The problem is that when we write this as a radical, what's going to happen is the numbers are going to kind of disappear. Because what happens when we write 1 as an exponent? We don't write it, right? So it's there, but it's not really there. We just kind of get rid of it. Same thing happens when we have 2 as a root, right? We don't use the 2, but it's kind of there. A normal blank square root symbol it's implied that the root is a 2. So we don't write this, so you'll never see it like this, but it's supposed to be there. And so really we just need to recognize it's the same piece here. These things, these components still exist here. And then when there's a number, we can usually solve or move some things around, so we just know now that the 9 to the 1/2 is equal to 3 because it's the same as the square root of 9, which is 3. Hopefully this was a nice little reminder. There are more exponent rules, and sometimes we need to simplify further. Sometimes there's multiple exponent rules in the same question. So you just need to kind of get these memorized and practice manipulating things that involve exponents and radicals. It's kind of a pain, but this is like a clear case on the SAT where you're probably not going to be able to use a strategy to figure it out if you have one of these questions. It's just the rules are too weird. You're usually in the no calculator section. It's just kind of the way it works. So memorize and you should be fine.